This video will walk you through the Doodle effect in Create Studio 3, one of the effects in the Effects and Components section. And this is the third video in this series, which is about all of the effects that you will find in the Effects and Components section, which we're going through one by one. So let's get into the Doodle effect. So the Doodle effect, it has the effect of an element being drawn by a hand, and the hand can hold a pen, piece of chalk, pencil, various options. And the hand can draw anything you like. It doesn't have to be text. It can be text, but it can also be an image or an icon or anything. So let's just play around a little bit with that. So first of all, we're going to add a bit of text, and you can write whatever you want. And now to add the Doodle effect, as always, you click and drag, add it to the clip that you want to use it on. It will appear at the beginning. So just zoom in. If we zoom in, you'll see we have an animation here. Okay, so by default we have this hand with a pen. So if we want to change that, we go over here to the dialog box that appears. As always, under the Effects tab, click Change Hand, and you have a number of options. So we have a pencil, chalk, this pen, another similar pen, different angle, this more cartoony hand, looks quite good I think, although the colour's different, another cartoony hand, a marker, cartoony marker highlighter, and quite a few other options. So just trying to find a white one. Chalk here. That looks quite nice actually, that. Well, no. Just going to go with this. Let's see how that looks. There you go, that looks lovely. So just to say, you can adjust the length of the duration of the drawing. So that you do that by clicking and dragging the tab at the end of this drawing animation. So that's a little smaller is shorter, and larger is longer, and slower obviously as well. So let's see how that looks, slower and longer. Okay, and then shorter. Too short, obviously. It was okay as it was. So there you go. Now let's have a look at another hand. This time I've chosen this cartoony hand with the pencil, and the type is black this time. Okay, lovely. I think it's a very nice effect. So now to show you that it can be done with images. So here we have an icon that's taken from the flat icons library within the Studio section, within icons, just here. Okay, so but we can apply this to almost anything. So we have the drawing. I don't like this pen much. I don't think it's suitable. So just to show you also, to get the dialog box up, the quickest way to do it is just to click the drawing animation at the end of the clip. That turns blue when the cursor is over it. Just click it once and then the dialog box will appear up here. So I'm going to change the hand again to, let's see, what's this one? So yeah, it's quite nice. Let's just use it so you can see a different hand at work. Let's play that back. There you go. Yeah, the pencil was okay, I think. Could perhaps make that a bit longer. Okay, and you can also use the Doodle effect on characters. So here we have a 2D character, Charles. Okay, and as before, we go over to Effects, grab Doodle, drop it on top, and there we have a drawing action to bring Charles into the scene. There you go. So Doodle can be used on pretty much anything. Now, just to add that we have in this dialog box, we have two tabs. So we have automatic, which is what we've been using, and then manual. So the difference between the two really is just the fact that on manual you can edit the path. So if you click edit path, it will show you the current path that the pen is taking, okay, which is fine really, but there may be occasions where you want to change the path, in which case you can manually do that. So I'm not going to do that go into depth on that in this video. This series is supposed to be just short videos showing you how to use the tool. I will do a more in-depth video showing you how to manually edit paths, because this is quite a big topic which we could spend a fair bit of time on. So just to show you that is possible, but by default it's set on automatic, and it's usually fine. And then in the automatic mode you have these options here to change the hand size, okay, and then reduce or increase the shaking, okay, which means the moving around of the hand as it goes. You can also draw in without a hand, so that is an option that you have. And then we also have the option of erasing. So by default it's in drawing mode, so the movement of the hand reveals the character, but you can also erase an image or a character or whatever it is you're working on, but that you would use at the end of the clip, so to remove the element from the storyline. So to activate that, what you would do is, okay, you have these two tabs, okay, so drawing by default is enabled, okay, so that means that the character or the image will get drawn into the scene. And then for erasing, which is by default deactivated, when you activate that, then on the clip you will see a new animation appear at the end of the clip, and what that will do is rub Charles out. And again, with the erasing, you have a number of options for how to erase, okay, like that. Lots of different erasers and rubbers. So we can bring him in and then rub him out. Okay, so that is the doodle effect. So now let's move on to the next effect, which is the clip speed. And if you're not a Create Studio 3 creator yet, there's a link in the description below to sign up. There isn't a free trial, you have to pay, but there is a 30-day money-back guarantee, okay? Anyway, all the details are in that link. It will take you to the official website. Alright, so now let's move on.